I'm kind of short. I am an active listener, serial observer, and an overthinker. I married my best friend, and together we're doing our best to raise 3 average adults. Yes, I said average. I want them to be happy and sad. I want them to have feelings of frustration and success, and I want them to feel all the feels. I want them to struggle, and I want them to fail even, because I want them to know that they can and will take those moments and use that as the data to make new decisions and make changes that make sense. I don't know about you, but parenting is tough. Beautiful, meaningful, but tough. This could be a talk where I'm just rationalizing my parenting. Ultimately, we want our kids to become autonomous, and that journey starts when they are young. According to Google, autonomous is defined as having the freedom and independence to govern oneself, make one's own decisions, and act according to one's own values and principles without being controlled by others. This talk is how 100% isn't about being perfect. It's about prioritizing effort and the value of learning through trial and error. The decisions we make are just part of the journey, and most decisions are not final. They are milestones, steps, and small goals. The journey is your whole life. So our mantra is embrace the journey. Embrace the adventure, and please find ways to enjoy it. There's a lot of pressure today to be perfect, to give 100% effort 100% of the time. For me, that's parenting, work, relationships, self-care, check every box, be amazing, and smile for Instagram. But let's be honest, that's impossible, well, at least for me. In my opinion, nobody can give 100% 100% of the time. And somewhere along the way, society forgot to tell us that's okay. I'm gonna take you back to elementary school, something many of you probably still dread. It is the science fair project. I can already see the eye rolls, the sighs, the trauma, and the late nights with trifolds, glue sticks, and maybe even tears. And those tears may have come from us parents. Now, I loved science fair projects, and my favorite was the year my parents helped me make a volcano cake that erupted whipped cream. It made a mess, and it was glorious. They didn't do the project for me, but they were to make sure I didn't burn myself. Maybe that's why I look forward to those projects with my own kids. The science fair is one of the only times I can remember in childhood when we are not expected to be perfect. Think about that. In school, we're trained to get everything right. 100% on a spelling test or a math quiz. Eat 100% of your vegetables. Listen to me 100% of the time. With the science fair project, you didn't have to know the answer before you started. In fact, the entire point was not knowing. So you come up with a question or a hypothesis, you make the guess about the answer, you test it, you collect the data, and you come to the conclusion based on the data you collected. Imagine if we treated life that way almost all the time. I get it, some things can't be data-driven, but most decisions can. Every day we create hypotheses. Is this the right career for me? The right person to build a life with? Do I want to continue playing football? That's our son's journey to figure out if football is a priority. Does gluten hate my body? That's our oldest daughter trying to figure out her journey to take charge of her body. We don't always get it right the first time, and we're not supposed to, because life is about asking questions, finding the data we need to answer the questions, and then making decisions based on the data. And here's the most important part: evaluating if the decision we made, given the data we had, in fact is working or not. Our middle daughter chose to attend a university 5 hours from home. Big school, big decision. And she crushed it academically, but emotionally she struggled. She felt alone, at times miserable. She kept telling us that she made a decision that she needs to stick to it. It was very hard for her to consider reevaluating. So we reminded her, it's time to ask a new question, gather more data. She eventually transferred, changed a few things, and she's starting her experiment again. Gathering new data points, determining if the latest decision she made needs to be revisited. All this is not about making perfect decisions, but staying open to change and open to reviewing the data she continues to gather. So if you take anything from today, I hope it's this. Stop chasing 100%. Stop expecting it from your kids. And stop expecting it from yourself. Instead, live your life like a science fair project.